Hello and welcome to the Stage Door. My name is Sam and I have a dog in my lap that I do not know if you can see or not. And there's yard work happening on one side of me and maintenance work happening on the other side of me. So if you hear something in the background of this video that you're like, I wonder if that's intentional or not, please know that it isn't. If you're new here, and now there's a siren. And my light died. Is this video supposed to happen? Great start. Please stay. Oh my God. I'm overstimulated. Hello and welcome to the Stage Door. My name is Sam, and if you're new here, I am a massive musical theater fan. In fact, I actually just saw the 30th anniversary celebration performance of The Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl, which was truly a spectacular night. Visuals were stunning. So many beautiful, spectacular performances. And Northwest was there. Now listen, I want to make this point very clear and as quickly as I can. I am not here to hate on a literal child. I know a lot of people think because Northwest is the daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, that automatically makes it fair game to submit her to ridicule and commentary. But at the end of the day, she is a 10-year-old child. Is she likely one of the most immensely privileged 10-year-old children out there? Yeah, but she's still a child. If you already have no clue what I'm talking about, please drop in with me. Northwest was a guest performer at this very high-scale anniversary production concert of The Lion King here in LA at the Hollywood Bowl. Very prestigious people were involved, talented, award-winning performers, and also Northwest played Simba for a song. It was a surprise. It wasn't a surprise, she was announced as the cast was announced, but the performance was a surprise. I am, for context, going to play a little bit of the performance here.
When no king was before, I'm rising up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my role.
Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, I do not think she is inherently up for ridicule. But what upsets me about this whole situation is Kim quite literally opened the door for her to be publicly ridiculed in this sense. She quite literally set the stage for people to observe her performance. And there is a little bit of being a performer that obviously opens the door for you to be critiqued. Obviously, we've seen Northwest in the spotlight. I think, both of her parents clearly don't have a problem with her being in the spotlight and being online. But her being a part of a production in this way feels different to me. Here on the Stage Door, we talk about all things musical theater and entertainment industry. And what is always a big conversation in both of those things? Nepo babies! I think the reason this is an interesting thing to talk about is because it's a prime example of nepotism. I don't want to be untruthful. It was not enjoyable. And it stuck out like a sore thumb, again, considering we have people like Nathan Lane, Billy Eichner, Jennifer Hudson, Heather Headley, the original voice of Simba. This was a pretty stacked cast and performance. Even though I'm sure she wanted to be there, again, I'm sure she saw this as just like a wonderful, fun opportunity to play and dress up and be in front of an audience. It made me sad, genuinely. I don't know how to say it other than I think if she had auditioned, she wouldn't have gotten this role. And I can't help but think and wonder, what other kids auditioned. Now, if you're like me, you also saw a viral video go around of a mom claiming that her daughter also auditioned for this part of this performance. And this mom goes on to describe kind of like a long, arduous process, saying how the casting directors really wanted to uplift an unknown in the spotlight of this performance because it's going to get so much good press and all this good stuff.
My extremely talented and gorgeous daughter auditioned for the role of Simba. We were so excited for her to get this audition. She's been on Broadway 4 times already and has had parts in TV, film, so we felt she had the perfect experience for this role. Her agent sent her up the audition and she made it through 4 rounds of callbacks, and the final round was with 3 girls and my daughter was one of them.
That was fake. Satire, I'll say. It was satirical. This was a comedy sketch from this creator on TikTok. This is a great moment to remind everyone to check your facts, please. I think especially with TikTok, we are all getting trained to just see something and assume it's true and like do no other layers of research on it. Even research being clicking on the profile of the person who posted what you're watching. Because I saw that video and then guess what I did? Tapped on her name, looked at her profile, and was like, oh, she's clearly like a comedy sketch artist, or like looking at all of her other videos, she just does like satirical things. I'm not trying to call you out if you saw that and you thought that was real. I think she delivered a great performance. Again, the other unfortunate thing about TikTok is that a lot of people do just kind of lie and then they hope they can backpedal and call it satire or a sketch. I think that there are nuanced ways to do that. But then I think there are other like deceitful ways that a lot of people do that. This to me, I did kind of read as a sketch because of all the detail she was going into, and it felt like she was putting on a stage mom character. Just please do like one level of research when it comes to things on TikTok. But on this subject matter of people thinking like, wow, Northwest got this opportunity, like my heart hurts for all the other kids who auditioned. I guess I can't say this for certain, but like, I'm pretty sure no one else auditioned. This wasn't a local production of The Lion King or even like Broadway's Lion King. Jennifer Hudson didn't audition for this. Heather Headley didn't audition for this. They were asked to come be a part of it. This wasn't like an open call audition. So if that's something that has been making you sad or concerning you, just put that out of the side of your brain. Because I've also seen a lot of people post videos that aren't truthful saying, wow, look at all these videos of other kids who auditioned for The Lion King and it's showing like the current tour Simba. Like, just again, context clues, babies, context clues. Now we kind of get into the camp of like, okay, but why Northwest? There are a lot of talented children and stage performers in this industry. Why Northwest? Well, it was rumored, and I say heavily rumored because this was spread by the Daily Mail and we all know they're not a reliable source, but it was rumored that part of the production company that helped put on this show at the Bowl, because there are quite a few teams involved. I know people who were involved in putting this on, and I don't even know how everything happened, but there are so many different layers of different teams involved in this show and shows at the Hollywood Bowl. But the Daily Mail is claiming that the same production company that does Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or I think it's just called the Kardashians now, was involved on some level in this production. Which is just a long fancy way of saying that Kim gave them money. I'm sorry, but like it's obviously, like I think we would all be a little naive to think that at no point before, during, after this whole ordeal that there was no donation to the Hollywood Bowl from the Kardashian clan. Now here's the thing. Is any of this surprising? No. Of course not. Is nepotism new in Hollywood? No. Sometimes it does produce crazy talent. Nicolas Cage, nepo baby. Lily Collins, Nepo baby. Zoe Kravitz, Nepo baby. George Clooney, Nepo baby. Ben Platt, Nepo baby. Miley Cyrus, Nepo baby. Sometimes nepotism and talent work out. Northwest, again, is 10 years old, so I think that has yet to be seen. And guess what? It also doesn't have to be seen. I'm sorry, guys, but like, can we just acknowledge the fact that like not every Nepo baby has to be talented and go on to have some career in the arts? They'll probably all try, but they don't have to. And it's okay if they're not talented. They're still Nepo babies. Like, they're still privileged and will live lives that we do not. So did I enjoy Northwest's performance in The Lion King? No. But here's what makes me sad about this. With all of the media influence and involvement and impact that Kim Kardashian specifically has, you know that putting Northwest in this show was a choice. Whether it was for North to explore this interests and hobby, whether it was for good press or media, Kim knew that she was opening up this door for scrutiny on North's performance. Thinking of like that momager brain, I'm sorry, but I felt like they would have like, this sounds mean to say, but like put her in like classes or like trained her a little bit more, coached her, directed her through it a little bit more. I know that there are different videos going around, but I swear to you guys, she was just walking left to right on the stage, looked like she didn't want to be there. Here's the thing. It feels bad to critique a 10-year-old's performance. And like I said, when you enter the entertainment industry and when you enter this sort of performance space, not just being the 10-year-old child of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, but when you put that child on a stage and put them in the performance space, you do open them up to be critiqued. And it just really wasn't good. And so I'm sure we'll have to watch it on an episode of The Kardashians to see like what Kim's thought process was. In a backwards Nepo baby way, I kind of fully support if North just wanted to do this and her mom was like, sure. I don't know, like why shouldn't Nepo babies be allowed to use their resources to explore their interests? I feel like if we were all 10 and our mom could pay or at least get the connections to make that happen, we would be thrilled. Like, are you kidding me? If I was 10 years old and I had the connections to just play dress up and be a part of this iconic anniversary concert in front of hundreds and hundreds of people, I would absolutely do that, even if I wasn't good. Listen, I hope that North is not as online as it seems. Obviously, like, she has a TikTok account, so it's like I hope that the Kardashians have a good support system when it comes to raising their kids on the internet. And again, it's not like North was like nominated for a Tony, but when you have this cast, when you have this caliber of a performance and it's not met by like the one child of a Kardashian, it sticks out, and I think it's fair to critique. From a creative and musical theater fan perspective, I think it's totally fair and valid to critique the creative team's choice to cast her. I don't think it's okay to ridicule a 10-year-old child who at the end of the day just wanted to dress up and perform. I would die to be a fly on the wall in these rooms where these decisions get made. I really am dying to know if there was a big check, if there was a big donation from the Kardashian family to the Hollywood Bowl, if they now appear on the list of Hollywood Bowl donors. That would be fascinating. Otherwise, I just really want to know, like, I guess it's working. The press is working because I'm like, man, I hope this is in an episode of The Kardashians so we can see the inside perspective. Like, this is the chokehold that the Kardashians have on our society. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed me getting up on my little soapbox to talk about this subject matter. I know it's hard sometimes, especially when all these, Nepo babies continue to rise, it feels like fair game to not to hit them, but to like join the to join the bandwagon, to like hate on them. But just remember, they're children. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts on this whole situation are in the comments down below. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.